our alarms for 3:30 a.m. No one slept in, no one pressed snooze, and we've made it out here to Pakenham to meet up with Charlotte Littlefield and get to know a little bit more about her hands-on approach to training. No one said I was getting put to work coming here this morning, but such is the way with training, isn't it, Charlotte? One staff member light,
yep.
And here we are.
That's okay.
That's all right.
You.
Exactly. What does your morning usually look like?
I mean, Wednesdays are slightly different because it's a water therapy Wednesday.
Oh, gee, it's like a full traffic jam into this, isn't it? It's like a car wash.
250 come through here and swim.
How many?
250.
A morning?
Yeah.
No,
Diggy! One or two. It's like Berg Street. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm normally working 6 in the morning, riding them myself. You know, I might not be the first here every morning, but I'm the last one here, and I just pretty much live here. So we steam the hay, that's the smell. I love that smell. I could bottle it and wear it. It's a bit weird. Yeah. I'm normally not in the coalface, normally getting the luxury of riding. I don't know what's worse.
Yeah, depends which horses you've got, I suppose.
Depends what horses and depends what the weather's like. We've got a spelling farm that we manage. We've got a broodmare band that we manage, yearlings, everything. So there's not
when
many...
do you sleep?
Yeah. My eye bags are indicating not very much at the moment.
You're misunderstood, aren't you, buddy?
We've got to make hay while the sun is shining. We've got anywhere between 20 and 25 in work at any one time, so it's a really manageable number. She's a lovely cat. Muffin says, can I have some airtime, please, guys?
Excuse me.
We'll come back. We'll come and see you in a minute. There is room to expand, but I never, ever want to go above 40. I think 40 is a really manageable number at the sort of end goal point. Come on then, boys. Let's go. I feel a bit awkward when I'm not on a horse and when I'm not actually doing things myself. I think it's crucial. I think if you haven't got that, I think you're at a disadvantage. I really enjoy being able to assess each horse that comes into my stable. I'd hate to never be able to sit on a horse. I'm sure the time will come. For as long as I can ride, I'll be riding.
And is that why that number, keeping it under 40, is so important to you, so that you can keep that hands-on approach?
Absolutely, yeah. If I had more than 40, just wouldn't give us the opportunity to do the 1%ers. And I think that's why we've been so successful as well.
Regal Bow in the centre got through and won the Lord Stakes. Charlotte Littlefield, the winning trainer. Craig Williams, the winning rider.
Staff-wise, we've got Marianne, who's just walking past here. She's our foreman.
Morning.
Forewoman. Foreperson.
Foreperson, yes.
So she sort of runs the show here in the morning, which is great. You need to have someone who's in control, especially with me. I dropped my phone.
Oh, my God.
Get a bit lost occasionally. Stokes's ponies have run over it, so it's no longer.
Look at that.
In fairness, it's been bounced off concrete about 150 times more, so...
Just send the bill to Ladbrokes.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
They all know they're heading off to the water walker and they love it. All right, we had a tetanus jab. Hop in the beast. Let's go. By ring-a-ding-ding.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
Remember where you are?
Last one.
He does it every single time. Never buy a grey horse. They can make you look like complete fools.
And that's it, they made us go around for the next 20 minutes, guys, so we're going to all go and get your coffees.
Hey!
Yes! Look at his face light up.
Beautiful. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, we need Lulu.
Lulu, come on, Lulu.
Hey!
There you go.
There we go. You're the star of the show, darling.
I sometimes have to pinch myself as to where we've come from and where we are now. I literally arrived on Australian shores down in South Australia when I was 22 with a backpack, and that was it, and had absolutely no idea I'd be here sort of 18 years later training Group 1 horses. If you want to be a racehorse trainer in the UK, you've either got to be born into it, so it's your family, or you've got to be very wealthy, and I was neither of those. So I made the decision to travel, and that's why I ended up here in Australia with a boyfriend that I came over with, and I've never looked back, really. Didn't stay with that boyfriend. I found a new one, a nice husband in Jules, and he's been brilliant. He's a big support, and we've been together a long time now, and couldn't do it without him.
I'm glad we're getting all the bad luck with flat tyres before race day.
I'm going to make out I know what I'm doing here.
What was Jules like in those early days when you said, I might want to give this horse training thing a crack?
I think he probably thought I was a little bit mad, but at the same time he had bred a filly and he needed a trainer for that horse. She ended up winning a picnic race, a maiden over 2100 at Yea. You wouldn't even know where Yea is, no. But I can tell you it was one of the greatest wins of my life.
But that probably just shows how special it is as well, because when you arrive with a bag on your back and not really knowing what you're going to do, that success would have felt like everything.
Yeah, it does, and I think of recent times with our wins, the emotion is so real. I kind of tear up when I think about it now, because it is just so random that you can come over here and have a bit of a dream, but you can put that into reality. If you work hard enough and you want something, you just got to go out and get it.
This is a fantastic win. She's Bulletproof's bolted in.
You've done the administration side of things, training side of things, media as well. How do you enjoy that role, being on horseback again? You're just combining one of your loves, and then you just have to talk to people when they've had great success. It's a great job to have.
How easy is that? It is honestly the most brilliant job you could ever imagine.
We won the Cook Fight, baby! We need some music out here. We need to celebrate. Where's the champagne? Jesus, I can't believe it.
When I first started doing that role for racing.com, it was a little bit different in my situation, because we didn't know whether we were going to make it. It was incredibly tough. We had poor horses in the stable. I had to make some drastic decisions. I went and did the media role to try and get a bit more of a profile.
Like, how close did you come to actually packing it all up and thinking, well, I've got other things I can do?
Very close on a number of occasions. I'm quite a stubborn person, though, and thank God I am, because I'm still here because of that stubbornness. Call myself a donkey. I have to say, there were some moments there where Jules probably didn't want to be anywhere near me. I think I didn't want to be near me.
Jules was like, yep. I agree, I remember
that. You were disgusting. You were horrible to work with.
She likes rolling. It'd be good for viewing if she had a roll in the water with Britt.
So you might be going swimming.
Good like that, Woolsey.
Where do you see all of this in 10 years' time?
Every year we've improved the quality coming through from the sales. We've upped the ante with our breeding. It's starting to get to an exciting point. I can see it growing. Obviously up to that 40 would be perfect. And then that Group 1. That's really what I want to get. I am so keen for Group 1 success, and once I've had that Group 1 success, I think it would be probably trying to find a really nice stayer and winning a Melbourne Cup.
And you went so close to that Group 1 success with your first runner.
Oh my God.
She's Bulletproof, loading up, and they're racing.
At the corner, I thought, we're no hope. Oh, God. And then upon straightening, when she suddenly kicked into gear, I thought, we're a chance. Oh, God. And then at the 150, I thought we were the winner.
150 metres to go, and she's Bulletproof, and Jimmy Starr are coming hard.
Weird noises came out of my mouth that I've never heard before. Then the absolute catastrophe when Jimmy Starr came past us and produced an electric result.
She's Bulletproof with Jimmy! Jimmy over the top has dropped from the sky to win from She's Bulletproof.
Oh my God! She did everything she could. Any other day it would have been good enough, so...
What's she like as a horse? Because she seems... We just took her for a canter up the beach. She seems quite lazy.
She's a girl that saves everything for race day. You get the saddle on her back, she stands in the stall, she never sweats. She conserves all her energy. In the mounting yard, she goes around with her head down on the ground. She's stepping out beautifully. And then you open those barriers and then unleash a dragon.
She's pumped away and has absolutely warped in. She's Bulletproof. What a fantastic performance.
She's the ultimate racehorse. Lazy to work, doesn't put much effort in through daily life, and then open the gates and 120%. And give them a little walk up and then we'll bring them down for a roll. Do you know? You're ready?
Oh, you do know. Do Do you dare to dream what it could be like to win a Group 1 with her?
I feel like for her it's only a matter of time. I feel like we're definitely knocking on the door, and it would just be an absolute dream come true. It really would be. All right, we'll get them home.